guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I've been a little bit MIA recently. Two things. One, I got a new job. So if you haven't seen my vlog of Seattle or any of my Plan With Me's, I have a new job. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance work and YouTube again. I will figure it out. I've got a couple of days off a week. I'm only working 3 days a week right now, so I've got like 4 days at some point in time during the week off. So last week I worked I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then this week I worked Sunday, Monday, Saturday. Next week I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're gonna figure this out. So Plan With Me's have been a little bit spotty because of this, and so has my book videos. Plus, I got sick again. So prior to COVID, I had a stellar immune system and only got sick once in a while. But now I'm getting sick a lot. If you can hear my son, I apologize. He's trying to break into food in the kitchen, and the kitchen is right there. So it's hard to tell him to shut up. But I showed you this big pile of boxes. These are my subscription boxes. I have a lot more than that. Apparently, I don't think I've shown you guys anything in like a month and a half. And I did some damage this month. Whoopsie. So, you guys ready? I'm gonna break this into, I don't know how to do this. All right, I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down. I'm gonna start with the boxes that I have sitting in front of me that are my book subscription boxes. Word of warning, the September YA box for Fairy Loot never showed up. So they're resending it out and I'll have it in 20 to 30 days. Their customer service blows. And I'm so annoyed that it took so long for them to get back to me that I have canceled my YA subscription. I have not canceled my adult subscription yet, but I have canceled my YA because I am that furious at them. October's has not shipped yet, and it is now November 5th, and I have nothing for November either. So this is all October stuff. Like I said, September never came, and their customer service is horrible, so I canceled. So you're gonna be seeing one less Fairy Loot box for right now, possibly two. I don't know yet. All right, box number one is my enormous box from Book of the Month. I ordered a lot of books for my October box and my November box, so when my November box gets here, it's gonna be just as bad. All right. Oops, sorry. This is the box. What did I get? I don't remember. I have my bookmark that says "Boo, it's me," a reading break. The first book I got is The Unmaking of June Farrow, which I think is going to be in one of my book boxes also. I've been following an account on Instagram that gives like really spot on guesses of what the books are, and this was one of the ones in one of the boxes that I was going to get, but I didn't know that. So Nikki has asked me for this one. So I'll probably give this one to Nikki. I just don't know when I'm going to get the other one. Next book I got is The Unfortunate Side Effect of Heartbreak and Magic. This one is the one that's supposed to be like Gilmore Girls and Practical Magic. It's got really hit or miss ratings right now, but I am curious about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. This one's for Elise. She got The Shadows because she was in a horror mood when I was buying my Book of the Month. So she picked out this one, so I went ahead and added it to the box. And the last book that is dinged up, so I'm gonna get a hold of Book of the Month and see if I can find out why. Honestly, if they could just give me a break on it, that'd be great. It's dinged up right here. This is The Fire Endless. This is the second book to the Cadence cycle. The first one is A River Enchanted. I really liked A River Enchanted. I am not feeling a Fire Endless. I'm not giving up on it yet, but I don't know if I'm going to be reading it right now because I've got the audiobook from the library and I've had it twice now and I just can't get through it. So I don't know if it's a DNF or if it's just a not right now. All right, box number 2 is Illumicrates. All right, so here we go. Look at all the fluffers. Okay. This one is the Fairy Tale Forests. I have the normal one, not the special one. All right, and then we have all of the worms. I'm gonna leave them in the box if at all possible. The first thing that I'm pulling out is a desk mat. Oh, which is actually really good because I need one of these. Let's see what's inside. Oh, that's good. I can deal with that. What the hell? All right, so here's the mat. I think that it will probably work really well. I needed something because my my desk has got my laptop on it and it's hooked into my monitors because I don't currently have a desktop. Mine got too old and kind of pooped out. So, but I've got this really nice desk set up and I don't have a mat, so it's really hard to use the mouse. So that'll be good. Next is another dagger. Why the daggers? For all of you who've had Illumicrate for a while or these other book boxes, why daggers? I mean, they're kind of cool, but why daggers? Elisa's home if you can't tell because she's gonna put her hair up with it. All right, whatever. And then we have some more of the little sticky note things. I have a book, but not a book. Oh, nice. That's cute. I like that. She just wrapped her hair up in it and stuck it through. All right, so I have a picture. I'll put it here of her hair with the dagger in it. Yeah. All right, so I have a notebook of some sort. So it's a notebook. Oh, it's dot grid. Those are my favorite. And it's just a big dot grid, which is great because I love dot grid. I can use it for anything. So we'll put that aside. And then I see the book. And the book is After the Forest. I feel like I have this book already. I have not been good about keeping track of my books on my app, which I need to do. But I feel like I have this book, or I knew about this book. I probably knew about this book. It's so tiny. Why are they so small? Okay, that's a big book. So here, this is one of the books that I've got in one of my videos that I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna get rid of or not. It's such a big difference. Oops, not quite that big of a difference, but still. It is definitely a good size difference. It says, she knew the recipe by heart, could recite it in her sleep, and yet she was always careful to work with the book beside her, open to the same dusty page, the ink worn with long use. Ginger, honey, cinnamon, flour. 20 years after the witch in the gingerbread house haunts, that's right, Greta and Hans, instead of Hansel and Gretel, are struggling to get by. Their father and stepmother are long dead. Hans is deeply in debt from gambling, and the countryside lies in ruin, its people starving in the aftermath of the brutal war. Okay, so it's a Hansel and Gretel retelling. I'm sorry about my voice. It's a little bit onk right now because I am, like I said, getting over being sick again. I have the inside. These books are so tiny. And the front is a little bit too, it's not, it doesn't, yeah. Is it signed? Ooh, there's Illumicrate readers. There's a letter in there. But it doesn't look like we have a signature, just a letter built in, which is a little bit of a bummer. I like the signatures personally. All right, let's see if there's anything else in the bottom of this. Nope, box is empty. All right, next we have my owl crate. This is my, all right, different pair of scissors because those ones were gross. And I don't know why my son brought them me gross scissors, but he did. And I didn't realize until I opened them up just how bad they were. All right, owl crates. Oh. I'm excited. All right, so here's the card. And here's the book. I knew I was getting at least one copy of this book. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so as much as Fairy Loot is falling down on the job, I feel like Owl Crate is killing it. Their sprayed edges are plain. They're not like pretty sprayed edges, which is fine. But everything else about the books has been really, really better. I mean, it's gorgeous. And they're usually signed. It might be a digital signature. It is, it's a digital signature, which is a bummer, but you know. I like it. It's really cute. I've been looking forward to reading Starling House. I do not know what it's about, but I know that it's been getting some really good buzz. So I am super excited. All right, the Fairy Loot that I did get. I don't understand how I can get one of them and not the other. All right, we have the Obnoxious Peanuts. We have the card that says My Dear Nemesis. And then we have the book. I still want to get the stupid tarot cards, but oh well. It's not worth it to me, honestly. All right, which side is the right side? I think this is the right side. Oh my God. This is why I have a problem canceling this subscription. The FOMO is real. Oh my goodness. So pretty. And I knew this was the book. I'd forgotten this was the book. And then because Fairy Loot doesn't do normal signatures anymore, I have a digital one. But it's Hurricane Wars. So pretty. Doesn't have a reversible dust jacket, but everything else about the book is gorgeous. I'm so excited. All right, and then of course we have the print with the letter. All right, those are my subscription boxes. I also have a book from Arcane. This is a book that I bought from Nikki. So she has a subscription to Arcane, but she bought the box from somebody else just prior to getting her spot in the Arcane. And so I bought the book off of her. And you know, instead of giving her cash, I just bought her new books. So this came with it, a little pin. I am really looking forward to hopefully mine coming in soon. So we have Letter from the Author, and then we have the two prints. This is Serpent and the Wings of Night. We knew what it was prior to getting it, buying it, which is why I told her to go ahead and get it, because she wanted to do the Arcane, but she already had these books coming, and I'm like, go ahead and get it, because I like these books too. I have read the first one, but not the second one. I will read the second one. I'm stuck on a different series right now. So I have the indie copies as well as these ones. All right. There's the copies of the books. So this is the first one. And I don't like that picture. I think it's just, I don't know, there's something disturbing about it, but whatever. So we have the back, the front, the sides. We have the end papers, which are just, they're nice, they're not nothing special really. And then the signature page, which is real. And then we also have the reverse dust jacket. I actually prefer this one. Possibly because I don't like the way they drew him. But I really liked the first one, and I'm hoping I'll really like the second one. The only problem with reading this series was I read it with Nikki, and she was ahead of me, gave me the oohs and the ahs, which made me really concerned about the book, because I know she didn't like a vast majority of the second one. She ended up loving it in the end, but she didn't like it in the moment. And this one's also signed. And then we have the inside flap. But I am looking forward to finally finishing this series. I know that it's like a 6-book series, but their story, their grouping of it will be done. So it's, the way it looks is it's gonna be like 3 sets of duologies all in the same world. That's the first one. And I like the first book, so we're hopeful. All right, next I have a bunch of books that I have been collecting. All right. Let's do, either I bought way too much over this month, or this is more than a month. It might be 2. All right, so a couple of books that were given to me, but I'll put those ones aside. Sorry if you can hear my child. All right, so Barnes & Noble first. I got Juniper Thorn by Ava Reed. And I've heard really good things about her as an author. I also do have the Huntsman book. Haven't read anything really from her yet, but it sounded good, so I bought it. This was one of the buy one get one half offs, so I got them together. This one's The Nanny. It's a romance, and it sounded cute, and Nikki said it was really good, so I trust her opinion on most books. Also in that same sale, but on a different time, I have God Killer. This one was one of those books that, again, you bestie buys it, you want to read it together, you buy it too. So I have this one. And for the other half of that, I got the paperback version of One Dark Window, because I was really excited for when number 2 came out, and I wanted them to match. And I know that I have a fancy Fairy Loot copy of the first one, but I didn't get the second one. I don't know why. Either it hasn't come out yet, or I missed it. And I'm not sure which one it is, but I have the first, so I got them in the paperback just so they would match. I also bought another Carissa Broadbent book. This is Daughters of No World. Apparently most of her books are in the same universe, and her books are really pretty. These ones just popped up on Barnes & Noble recently. I got the subscription because I'm weak. And then I also got this one. So I've kind of decided to buy things that are either on sale, or they're Barnes & Noble exclusives, or they're special things like an indie book that's published from Barnes & Noble, because I can get things for a lot cheaper from Book Outlet. I just need to be more patient, because of course The Nanny came on Book Outlet like the next day. So whatever. So we have Throne of the Fallen. This is part of her last series, her YA series, The Kingdom of the Wicked. And this one is just from a different point of view. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. So it has an extra chapter or something in it. But I'm excited to read this one. It's just gonna have to wait until I'm done with the series that I'm currently working on. Okay, there's this deck. Oh yeah. All right. I have no excuses for this except for that it sounded really interesting. It starts off by saying prepare yourself for an education you'll never forget. A delightful mix of witty wordplay, breathtaking twists, and genuine intrigue. Murdering Your Employer will gain you admission into the wholly original world cocooned within the most entertaining book about well-intentioned would-be murderers you've ever read. Sounded interesting. I was totally into that. And then the first part of the book says, congratulations. Simply by purchasing this volume, you've already taken the all-important first step towards a successful homicide of which you can be proud. One that would gain you the admiration of your peers, were they ever to learn of it. And it sounded hilarious. And so I bought it. I haven't read it yet, of course, because I suck. Back to the exclusives. I got Bookshops and Bone Dust, which I am super excited about. I think this is definitely September and October's because I am 99% sure that I got these at the end of September. Because it wasn't supposed to come out till October, or I got it in October. I don't know. Either way, I spent too much money this payday. So I got the new one, and it's the exclusive. I also got the second book to this one. I bought this one a couple weeks before I bought this one. It took us a hot minute to find this one because Barnes & Noble didn't put it out, which was awesome. I was at the bookstore with my husband, and I did this. So I love TJ Klum. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. This is one of his older series. They're re-releasing it with new covers. He's one of mine and my husband's favorites. And so this was like a twofer where we got to buy something together. Also, while I was there, I saw that they have a new Percy Jackson book. So I bought that too. So my sister married this guy when they were just kids, and they had a son who is now 10 years old. And they're long divorced, and Michael, who's the dad, lives near me and has full custody of my nephew. And so we've been getting together periodically over the last year to hang out, get to know each other. And these came from a book shopping trip with Brooke, his wife. And me and Brooke have been hanging out together and trying to get to know each other better and kind of bonding as sisters. And they're actually coming over this coming weekend for like an adult sleepover, which I'm really excited about because we're going to play games and watch movies and crap. And I'm ecstatic about it, which means I have to clean this room because they're probably going to end up staying in here. It was clean until I did this. Now it's a mess again. She bought me a book. I was walking through and we're talking about the different books that I'm reading, and I mentioned that I love Sarah J. Maas and that I'm really looking forward to starting this series soon, but I wanted this cover because it was pretty. She bought it for me. It was really sweet of her. All right, another book that I bought this one. I already have this book. This is the encyclopedia. I've read this book. I don't have this book. This is the Encyclopedia of Fairies. I bought it when the paperback came out because it's really pretty. It's got the little French flaps and deckled edges, and this one is the exclusive, so it's got extra content in the back. And I really, really liked this book, and the new one's coming out, and I'm excited about listening to it because I checked it up in the library last time, and I'll do it again with this one. But I really liked that book, so I wanted to have it. The next book that I got is A Curse for True Love. We got it on release date because I really liked the rest of the series and I wanted to have it. So I bought it. It does not match my other covers because my other covers are the black ones. So when Book Outlet gets this book in the black version, I'll buy it from there, or I'll buy it on Pango like I did last time. I read it. I finished it the other day. Wow, the heater just went off and it got a lot louder. Sorry about that. But yeah, I finished this a couple of days ago and I liked it a lot. It was really good. It was definitely slower in the beginning, so this was probably the weakest of the series for me, but I still like how it ended. I still like how everything worked out. All right, so I have a bought myself and a given. So Nikki gave me a copy of Belladonna because I didn't have a normal copy. All I have is the Fairy Loot one, and I don't like the Fairy Loot cover. So there's the book. It's so pretty. The ones that they have now don't have the pretty cover on them. So she gave me one of her copies because she had 3 of them. And then I, with my money, bought Foxglove, which is the sequel. So I finished Belladonna earlier this month, and I am looking forward to reading Foxglove soon, but I'm not in a huge hurry because we still have to wait another year for Wisteria. All right, more gifts. It's fun to have besties that are bookies. So me and Nikki are in a group chat together, and we are in a group chat with Carrie. And so me and Nikki got pimped out to each other by our husbands. Our husbands are in the military together. They're on the same ship, and they both go, "Hey, my wife likes this," and they both go, "Oh, my wife too." So they literally pimped us out to each other. And in doing so, we became fast friends, and we click really well, which I love because it's really hard to make good friends, and I'm so happy that I have this person that I click so well with. She already had a bestie, Carrie, and so I got added into the group chat, and me and Carrie are getting to know each other. I'm really looking forward to the day that I get to meet Carrie. She lives across the country, so it's going to be a couple of more months, but I will get to meet her at the beginning of next year, and I'm looking forward to that. But they've been peer pressuring me into reading certain books that I don't have, and I refuse to buy. And so one of those books is this one. It's 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. They want me to read it, but I know that it's a sob story and that it literally came with a pack of tissues. So I am nervous to read it. But now Nikki and Carrie both think that since I have it, I'm more likely to read it. I don't know if they're right or wrong on that, but I have it now. So we'll see. But they both absolutely loved it, but they both talk about how devastating it was for them. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to cry right now. But if I ever do want to cry, I know exactly where to go. In the box that she sent, she also sent me a couple other books. I don't know anything about them. I got them last night, so I really don't know anything about them. The first one is called For Lucy, and it's by Jewel Ann. I don't know. And then the other one is called For Love of My Next Life, which by Britt Benson. Again, don't know, but I'm excited to try them out. All right, now we're getting down to the bottom. The first thing I have is a book outlet box. I did have to open it to double check that everything was okay inside because, well, we know how book outlet can be. So the first book I bought is Ricochet. It's one of the Addicted Calloway books. It's a Friends to Lovers. I am really interested in looking at the series more. And so they had the book on it. This is number 2. I already have number 1. So I figured, why not? It'd be good. This one is a Matt Haig book. It's How to Stop Time. Pat loved it, so I wanted to buy it to see if I liked it too. It's kind of nice having a husband who's starting to read now. He's peer pressure has gone a long way with him, and he's finally sucked it up and started reading. So this one is actually bigger than the rest of my books. I have the mass markets, and this one's not. But this, I'm trying to go back to my roots. Like if you've noticed in the last book haul that I had, I've been talking a lot about trying to find books that were type of books that got me interested in reading in the first place, because I have been in a serious slump. So I bought the first book in a series that I heard about ages ago and I always wanted to read. I found a couple of these sequels at the library book fair. So I bought the first one on Book Outlet because it was there. Apparently this is a Walmart exclusive. I don't know. I didn't like the original series. I only liked the last one. Because I like the last one, I'm thinking maybe I'll like this one. And then I got another fantasy book. This one's called The Starless Crown. I don't know anything about it. It just looked interesting and it's so floppy. Look at that. I don't know. It says, who will claim the Starless Crown? A gifted student foretells an apocalypse. Her reward is a sentence of death. Fleeing into the unknown, she is drawn into a team of outcasts. A broken soldier who once again takes up the weapons he's forbidden to wield and carves a trail back home. I don't know. I thought it sounded interesting. I have number 2 in my cart. Okay, so I have 2 more boxes. That one came yesterday and one came today. So I don't shop on Mercari very often, and if I do, I usually get bags, and I'll do it once in a great while. I think I've done it twice total. So I bought something. I fully intended to do girl math and do one of the payment plans, but I accidentally hit the send button before I had changed the payment option, but I was thinking, she's probably not going to accept this anyways because I kind of lowballed her. This is a series that I've been eyeballing ever since I heard about it on TikTok. Thanks a lot, TikTok, you suck. It's bad enough that I have YouTube doing this to me. Now I have TikTok doing this to me. I stayed off of Book Talk for a really long time. But of course, something got through and I'm telling Nikki about it and Nikki goes, oh, I have those books. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yep, it came in one of my boxes, like Arcane or something. I think it was the Arcane one. I can't remember for sure. I don't know if it says. And she gets on Mercari to see if she can find it. She found it. Okay, so let's go over this for a second. The Arcane boxes are $65. When you buy the Arcane boxes, they'll come with like the first 2 books in a series, but you have to go buy the 3rd one or 4th one or whatever subsequent books separately. Arcane normally charges about $30 each. This one came with a note that I'll look at in a second. It's probably my receipt. So I looked on Arcane. They didn't have any left, which is not a big surprise because they don't normally. And then I looked on Amazon and saw that they were $30 on Amazon. And then then we went to the author's website and saw that they're $30 on the website. Went on to Mercari and found the special edition books for, she really wrapped these things up. I found the special edition books for like $125. And I, being the cheapskate that I am, jokingly go, I can't afford to buy it for $125, but I'm gonna try offering $100 and see what happens. Mercari goes, okay, cool. We'll put in the thing for you. I immediately get a yes. So she must have set it up that up until this point, I will accept a yes. So I offered $100. She says yes. Mercari goes, awesome, here's a $10 coupon. I spent $90 on a set of books that anywhere else I bought it was also $90. But I got pretty copies. And they're really well wrapped up. I don't know which, oh, this is the first one. It's called Feather. It's part of a trilogy. And, oh look, she even put the cards in it. TikTok says it's really good. So I believe TikTok. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm very slowly collecting arcane books. And I am on the wait list. So maybe I'll get one eventually. This is Celestia. This is the second book in the series. Also comes with a picture. I think the first one is signed. I don't think all of them are. I think just the first one is. Yep, the first one's signed. Oopsie. And then we have the third one. They are beautiful, stunning copies that I got for cost. And my phone is ringing. I did a thing. I know I'm not the only one. So if you're watching this and you're a book person, I would say that there is a decent chance that at least some of you also did the thing. Today is Tuesday, November 7th. And if you know what that means, you can probably guess what I did. It's pretty. Ooh. The cover itself is fine, but got some end papers. And we have some exclusive content, and papers on both sides are the same. But I did a thing. Okay, that's the end of the books. I have one more package if you'd like to stick around. If not, you are free to go. But if you would like to see what I've been smelling the entire time, I have another package from Fantasy Wax Melts. I haven't been buying a ton lately. You good? My little boy just goes, oh. I haven't been buying a ton lately, but I do have a purchase. All right, so first and foremost, we have a hot orange Danish as my freebie. Not very orangey, but it might change once it's cooked. All right, so we have, I don't remember what, I don't remember what the main, I know we have some, it's the series that shall not be named is what a lot of these are. Okay, so the first one is Kilua. It's Midsummer Night and Mahogany Teakwood, which means it kind of smells like a boy. Yes, it does. So my husband used to wear Aspen cologne. If you're old enough to know what Aspen cologne is, definitely gives me those vibes. I really like the boy smells. And they make me miss my husband, who's not here right now. This one's the Traveling Trio. It's blackberry jam, butter cookies, corn pudding, and sugar cookie royale. Let's be real here. I'm kind of surprised I bought something that was this cookie heavy, but it smells really good, so I'm not mad about it. Next, I have the Black Flame Candle. This one is Apple, Cinnamon, Mallow, Fireside, and Espresso. That's weird. It's very Fireside, but there's definitely coffee in there. That'll be interesting to actually burn. This one is a Fruit Brute. What did I buy? I like these ones. All the fruity ones are like my favorites. This one is Deathly Hollows. This one is Fresh Bread, Glazed Donuts, and Pretzel. Again, I'm kind of surprised I'm buying stuff that's so bakery. Oh my God. What does that smell like? It's so buttery. There's 2 little waffles in here. What did that smell like? It's so buttery. I got blueberry. I got a couple of the cereals, the Halloween smelly ones. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna suffocate myself by shoving my nose into a plastic bag for too long. Oh my God, that's perfect. Kristen, if you're watching, can I have more of that one, please? If you make me a whole thing of it, I'll buy them all. Please. Oh no, I should have opened this sooner. Here's the Frankenberry. Okay, Frankenberry is good, not as good as Blueberry. Blueberry is much better. And then I have Hollyberry. It's another little one. Christmas season. What does this remind me of? It smells really good. It's very Christmassy, and I cannot tell you what it reminds me of, but it's triggering a memory and I can't quite place it. We have the Giant Malfoy Manor. Malfoy Manor is buttermint and sugar. That's why I bought this one. It's a good thing I bought a wax cutter because this thing's enormous. Oh, it smells so nice. I actually need to change my wax melts out because the one I have in is dying. This one's the Locket. It's Huckleberry, White Cake, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I bought a lot of bakery ones this time. And I'm not mad about it. Normally I don't like the bakery ones. Maybe I'm just having a stroke and my stroke says, hey, you like bakery items now. But that was it. That was the whole list of stuff that I bought. I am going to go and beg Ugly Like. Kristen, please make me a whole thing of the blueberry. Like one of the loaves or something. Just tell me where to buy it and I will, because I need all that. All right, so we've been recording for an hour now. I have made an enormous mess and I have to go because it is the 7th and I have to get my copy of Iron Flame. So I will see you guys again in another video soon. Bye.